All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Athenian Stranger tutorial video, where today we are going to learn how to reflect a figure across a line given as an equation in standard form. So in this example, we don't have anything plotted down here. It's just a blank canvas. So what do? Because we have to get something down on the coordinate plane before we can even begin to proceed. The first thing I think we should do is graph the figure. So A is at 4, 5, and that would be right here. Okay, and this is point A. Point B is at 5, 9, right here. That would be point B. Point C is at 9, 9, and that would be right here, point C. And finally, point D is at 8, 5. 8, 5, right here. Okay, so we've got A, B, C, and D plotted, and we will connect those dots to form a shape. But I'm going to let it dry first. It's going to smear if I connect them right now. Okay, now what about the line of reflection? So we need a line of reflection to reflect across. And that line is given to us as an equation in standard form. So this is a linear equation representing a straight line, but it's in that standard form, and we have to get it into slope-intercept form if we have any intention of plotting it on this coordinate plane and reflecting a shape across it. The first step is to subtract 2x from both sides. Okay, remember I'm trying to get it in y equals mx plus b form. Okay, 2x minus 2x is 0, so I have 3y equals negative 2x plus 15. Okay, now I'll just divide each term by 3. And these 3's cancel here, giving me y by itself. So y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 15 over 3 is 5, plus 5. Okay, so now we should graph this equation down here. So I'm going to graph y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5. First thing I do is plot the y-intercept at 5. And now to plot in the next point, I'll go down 2 over 3, because this is my rise over run. Down 2 over 1, 2, 3. Down 2 over 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got some points plotted in there. And I think I'm going to draw this in blue. So this is the line of reflection. Okay, and I should probably extend that out as far as I can. Okay, so here is what we're working with now. And I should probably label this point y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5. Okay, let's connect these dots, and it's going to shape up to be fairly simple reflection that you've done now multiple times. Only now we're dealing with coordinates and the coordinate plane and linear equations, but we were dealing with all that stuff before. It was just on a blank piece of paper, so it didn't seem like there was as much mathematics involved. And there really isn't that much mathematics involved here. Once we get the lines plotted, you're performing the same reflection process you were doing on the blank piece of paper. So don't let this scare you, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now we're just going to do exactly what we were doing before. So take my compass, and first I'll reflect point A. What I'm going to do, place a compass point at point A, and I'll draw a couple of marks crossing the line of reflection. Then I will take my compass point to each of those cross marks, and I will draw a larger arc like this, and this one as well. Okay, I see where they cross. That is point A prime. A prime. Okay, so we got A prime done. Let's do B. So B, I'm going to expand the compass out, swing this guy around, mark a point there, and then another point over here. Okay, and now I'll swing an arc, big arc through here, and then also one more. All right, and I see B prime crossing right here. Okay, this is B prime. Now we'll do C prime. So I'll place my compass point on C, and let me change the measurement here. So I'll cross there, swing back around, and cross there. Then swing an arc through this one to find point C. C prime rather. Okay, and I see C prime right there. This is C prime. And finally D prime. Okay, so we'll take our compass point, put it on point D. Let's change the dimension of our compass so we can actually plot this. So I'll make a mark there. Swing the compass around, make a mark there. Okay, and now I will swing an arc through each of these points to find where they intersect. Okay, it intersects right there. So I'm finding point D prime here. Now when we connect all these lines, let's keep in mind that this is an isometry, which means that the shape that we draw should be congruent to the shape that we reflected. And this is a quadrilateral. So these lines should be parallel here. Hopefully we did it right. Okay. Yeah, within some margin of human error, I'll call it good there. So what we've done is we have reflected shape ABCD across the line formed by the equation 2x plus 3y equals 15, which we worked out to mean y equals negative 2/3 x plus 5, to achieve this shape A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Now there's no need for us to plot these coordinates because, as you can see, none of them cross at lattice points, which means they would be fractional or weird decimals. Okay, so that is how you rotate a figure across a linear equation in standard form. Or rather reflect.